It's Madden NFL 22, and the wait is over for this rivalry game. It's the Birds and the Giants, and it's coming up next.
We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Tonight we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Philadelphia Eagles and the New York Giants. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from MetLife Stadium. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The former number 6 overall pick in 2019, Daniel Jones, trots out to lead this New York Giants offense. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line, he provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Throwing, Jones. Finds his tight end, Ingram. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. It was just 3rd down and short, but he bit off a little extra.
I would say way more than he could chew, but he chewed up all that yardage in a big way. And that, to me, that was a combination of offensive line, stacked defense, and they handled it. Okay, they got the leverage, they got the blocking angles, and opened up a nice crease. And once you get past that first wave, there's room to roam.
And that's just the 3rd play from scrimmage. They wanted to avoid that 3-and-out. They did. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. Now Jones. Forced out to his left. And Jones will hit the deck here, and he is able to pick up the 1st down. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. Off play action, Jones. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. Touchdown, Giants. Kenny Galladay, 41 yards. And the Giants are going to take a first quarter lead. Well, that's how they envisioned to get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Graham Gano on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Giants have a 7-0 lead. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And it was polished off by a Giants touchdown. getting the touchdown here to kick it away. From the 10. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
Tremendous production in college at 2 different universities, and this is a guy who was a finalist for a Heisman Trophy. Still much more of a runner than a thrower, but has plenty of arm and is capable of making the big throws downfield. And don't underestimate his ability to think the game. Remember, he's the son of a coach.
And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium.
Take that!
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Airing it out deep for Smith. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. Now this Giants defense getting off the ball quickly. They stop him behind the line again. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
From the gun, it's Hurts. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Well, 3rd down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but he was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, and that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
Here's Aaron Sipos out now to punt on 4th down. Back deep, the dangerous Pharaoh Cooper. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. This will be fielded at the 17. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. So the Giants getting the football back here for their 2nd drive. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. Second and 6. Back to throw. Jones. Flushed out right. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. Javon Hargrave, the D tackle, getting the sack.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jones. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on 1st down.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Running left, it's Barkley. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Jones now. Off play action. And that is incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. Just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. An option handoff given to Sanders. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. Sets up to throw it. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They brought in a heavy set on 3rd down, and that usually means running play, but we have seen them throw out of that formation. And sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one, wound up hitting him for a first down.
On 1st down, Hurts. Looking here for Smith downfield. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Devontae Smith, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down. Here's Hurts to throw. And that's incomplete. He was looking for Miles Sanders out of the backfield. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
The threat of a 2nd straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Hurts. Open man is Goedert, the tight end. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. Now here comes Daniel Jones and the Giants again. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes, but right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's a give to Barkley. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. The Giants on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. Got a man, Slayton. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, we could talk about it like it's just a basic route, but how about the timing on this one? Lined up on the right, runs a deep in route, and how about the throw? Right on the money. Bam! Puts it right in there and on his hands. Nice completion. Really good pickup.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. Throw left side, taken in by Galladay. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Looking to throw. Jones. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 41-yard line. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report, but business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Steven Nelson. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
And out now come the Eagles. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
On 2nd and 10, Hurts. It's caught by Sanders. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Throwing is Hurts. Hurts fumbles it, and the Giants have it. It's picked up. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Good job starting on that scramble. Had his eyes on that first down marker, CD, but lost the most important thing, the football.
Yeah, wasn't quite there. Focused solely on getting to the first down marker. Forgot to cover up and take care of the ball.
But the focus shifts back to Daniel Jones and company. He's got the lead here in the second quarter. He's thrown the touchdown, but also an interception. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So that challenge, a successful one. Now Jake Elliott, earlier in his career, he beat these Giants with a 61-yarder. This one from 48 yards away. The kick by Elliott is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. Returning it, John Ross. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
Now here comes Daniel Jones and the Giants again. They've got the lead. He's a big reason why. Looking sharp so far.
And as we travel around the league, we see quarterbacks get it done in a variety of ways. But today's NFL does tell us one thing. If that guy doesn't play well, their team's not going to win. And right now, he's got his team in the lead.
And now they'll look to extend that lead. A gain of 6 there on first.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
Working with his 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Jones. Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. After that sack, 3rd and long. Tough spot for Jones and the Giants. On 3rd down, Barkley. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Here's Riley Dixon now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. A 45-yard punt for there on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now back to work for Miles Sanders in the Philly offense. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement. Down on the scoreboard, maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
They haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they?
One of the great coaches said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And his throw is incomplete.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football, complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete as well. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now, I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. 31 yards on the punt there. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Saquon Barkley and the Giants offense set to kick off their next drive. It's the 2nd quarter. His team has the lead, but I think he's hoping for a little bit more production out of himself.
And we often talk about preaching patience to a runner when things are a little bumpy in the early going, but we have to do the same thing with the offensive line. They can't wait to halftime to make the adjustments. They have to do it from series to series. So those surface tablets come into play. Check out what the defense is doing and see if they can find a better way to run it.
So they search for that patience here now.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
Let's go.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This to equal Matt Prater's record. It's a 64-yard attempt. And that is no good. Hit it well from distance, but he couldn't work it back in. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this 3rd quarter. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles ready to go on offense to begin this 3rd quarter. It's been a tight game to this point. What do they need to do, Charles, to break through in the second half and take the lead?
Well, I think the first thing they need to do is thank their defense for keeping them in this game. And, you know, I think the defense is saying back to them, why don't you guys focus on getting some first downs, put some drives together, give us a little bit of a break here. If we can get some rest, we'll play even better for you. And, oh, by the way, pay off a few of those drives with some points, too. I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. That'll be caught. It's Rager. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So that one a hold, right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Back to throw. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. He'll look to throw. He'll fire it deep for Rager, and unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
So 1 first down on that drive, and that's it. Forced to take the deep shot on 3rd down and couldn't hit it. Now they have to punt this one away.
The Eagles send out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the 3rd quarter. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. A big connection on that one. 31 yards.
They came out with an aggressive mindset to start the 3rd quarter, and I wouldn't be surprised to see them take more of these type of deep shots as this game moves along. They connected there. They expect to connect on more before this one's over.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Second down at 7. Again, it's Barkley. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jones. And this is going to be incomplete.
Right now, the story of this game continuing to be the defenses, because the offenses, they're finding it difficult to establish any rhythm whatsoever.
I like how you come to us in praise of defense, Brandon, because that's exactly right. That was an incompletion forced there, but we've seen it throughout this game. Both of these defense coordinators, they're a step ahead of their offensive counterparts.
And this is going to wind up left. Well struck, but it's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So it's a rare two-miss ball game for him now. Normally one of the more dependable guys you're going to find around.
Very unlike him. One of the better kickers in the NFL. And I don't think there's anything wrong with him physically or mechanically. He's just having one of those games.
Philadelphia's offense ready to go again.
And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position.
Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. And last time out, another missed field goal, so maybe their confidence wavering a little bit right now in the kicking game.
And I'm with you on that. I think at this stage, they'd love to not run him back out there in a tough situation. But let's face it, they may have to. So right now, the head coach is talking to the offense coordinator and saying,
"That's to Galladay, and he's got it. Touchdown, New York." And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, "Hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it." Mission accomplished.
And I'm telling you, nothing will let up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
And that wound up traveling an even 58 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats.
Gano now to add the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra-quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Stays on his feet. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
But we all know the guy carrying the ball is going to get the credit both in the stat line and probably in the newspaper. But guess what? Those guys creating holes, they couldn't feel better about themselves right now. Offensive line, tight end, probably even the wide receivers are involved. They're moving the ball well.
From the 31, Hurts.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
I would dare say that these guys would have liked to have given their defense a little bit more rest since they gave up a touchdown their last time out. But alas, my man, that's not going to happen.
Yep, they're going to have to grab those helmets, get right back out there. The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. Kenny Galladay making his way back onto the field with the rest of this offense. He's hoping to take what has been a good game here and make it a great game. But so far, solid, and we're still in the third quarter.
And there's nothing wrong with solid. You want to be that. You want to be reliable. You want to be a guy that puts your team in a position to have a chance to win. And that's what we're seeing from him. And there's also that added element that maybe it can become a little bit more as this game goes on.
They'll try to make it more here on this drive. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him? Double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And that's complete to Shepard. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do in that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 down at the 33. A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll get down to about the 26-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
2nd down. Here's Barkley again. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. The Giants on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
They had enough yards for the first down, but a clutch hit right there defensively. Jars it free, no first down.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Back to throw. Jones. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Boy, that was a big gamble for them right there. They went for it on 4th down, showed a little chutzpah because they did it with the lead here in the 4th quarter. And this defense is once again unable to stop them.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Jones. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Javon Hargrave, his 2nd sack of the night.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. A handoff to Barkley. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They do get 6, but they've still got some work to do on 3rd and goal.
Can we just take that run and turn it into a kind of a clip and save? Because that tells you everything you need to know about this drive. They've been moving the ball awfully well.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Jones. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half.
So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt your way in the fourth.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff.
From the 10. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look.
And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
From the 29, Hurts. Trying for Sanders, but this is intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. But here in the fourth quarter, defensively, you know that you're just going to blanket the field with defensive backs and say, okay, take your best shot. And that time, it's intercepted.
And we've often seen teams go into the prevent early, way too early, and sometimes they get too soft in their coverages. But not in this case. They understood the situation and played it with the proper aggression.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Giants use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
This one now, Charles, you'd have to think all but over.
I would agree with that because this offensive line, they've been physical from the first snap of the game, and it's taken a toll on this defense. And it was never more evident than on that play right there. They continue to move the line of scrimmage forward, and they open up enough space there to get their guy into the end zone.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Jalen Hurts in this offense trotting back out.
And that interception that ended their previous drive likely also ended any shot they had at victory.
Yeah, long road back from here, no doubt about that one. But let's face it, if you're going to go out there and compete, you want to try and end on a strong note, don't you?
Absolutely. It won't end in a victory like you said, but they can maybe take something positive out of this one.
Hurts throw complete to Rager. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
From the 29, Hurts. He'll get this right back to Rager. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter, and find their way open.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll look to throw again. And that's complete to Sanders. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Back to throw again. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And the Giants are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. And that one, Charles, is just going to about wrap up what was no doubt a dominating defensive performance.
Yeah, I don't care what team it is. I don't care who you play, whether they're strong offensively or not. Just giving up 3 points in the NFL, that's absolutely a dominant performance and one that they can build on.
Another drive coming up for New York's offense. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll go to Barkley again. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 57 yards rushing for him now in the ballgame. A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Saquon Barkley. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They